Hello and welcome to Study Hour. Today I'll be discussing about coronavirus. This is a very much talked about topic, so I'll be telling you new information related to coronavirus, such as its history, its classification. So let's get started. First of all, let us talk about viruses. What are viruses? So a virus is a submicroscopic infectious agents that replicate only inside the living cells of an organism. Okay, so virus infects all types of life forms. For example, from animals to plants to microorganisms, including bacteria. The virus that infects bacteria is known as bacteriophage virus. Some of the virus that infects plant are tobacco mosaic virus, which was the first virus to be discovered, and they were discovered by Dmitry Ivanovsky in 1892, and the term virus was given by Martinus Beijerinck. Okay, so as I've said that viruses can survive only inside living organism. So you can say that the viruses are connecting link between living and non-living organism. So there are some of the properties which shows that virus is a living organism. So among the living properties, the presence of genetic material, that is DNA or RNA, and the capability of spreading disease. Okay. Non-living properties are, as I have told you, they cannot multiply outside the living organism, and also they lack metabolic activities such as nutrition and digestion. Coronavirus are a large family of single-stranded RNA viruses. So the genetic material of coronavirus is single-stranded RNA. Okay, and they can cause disease in animals as well as in humans. Coronavirus is the largest group of virus which belong to Nidovirales order. Okay, so the order is Nidovirales, which include Coronaviridae with other three as suborders. Then under Coronaviridae family, there are Coronavirinae and Torovirinae as subfamilies, and under these Coronavirinae there are alpha, beta, gamma and delta coronaviruses. The virus is named as coronavirus because there are spikes found on their surface that give them the appearance of a crown, and in Latin corona means crown, so the name is given as coronavirus. The first coronavirus that was isolated in 1937 was from chicken, which was named as the infectious bronchitis virus, which causes respiratory disease in chickens. These alpha beta coronaviruses have their gene source from bats, and the gamma and delta coronaviruses have their gene source from avians. Okay, there are many coronaviruses that has been identified in humans. Okay, there are 2 alpha coronaviruses and 5 beta coronavirus. Coronavirus, it was first identified by 2 scientists, D.G. Terrell and M.L. Bune. Okay, in 1965. They isolated the coronavirus from the nasal washing of a male child who had symptoms of common cold. So initially they termed the strain B814, and later in 1968 the term coronavirus was given. Now let's talk about some of the coronaviruses that had infected humans in the past. So in 1967 the coronavirus 229E was discovered. Then in 2004 in Netherlands NL63 and HKU1 was discovered. In 2003 SARS-CoV was discovered in China. SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. Okay, it was discovered in 2003 in China, and in 2012 in Saudi Arabia. MERS was identified. MERS is Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, and it was said that it was transmitted by dromedary camels. Okay, and now recent one is SARS-CoV-2 that has emerged in Wuhan in China in 2019. The source is probably bats. Okay, so outbreak, epidemic and pandemic. So outbreak is a sudden rise in cases of a disease in a particular place. So as in case of COVID-19, you can say that during December 2019 and January and February 2020, you can say that this COVID-19 cases were rising in Wuhan. Okay, so only it was confined to Wuhan, so it is said to be a outbreak of COVID-19. Okay, then it changes into epidemic. So epidemic is large outbreak among a particular population or region. So when from Wuhan it spread to whole of the China, then it can be said as epidemic. Okay, and when from China it spreads to other countries and other continents, it is said to be pandemic. Whether a disease is pandemic or epidemic, it is classified by WHO, that is World Health Organization. So last global pandemic was declared in June 2009 of novel influenza A, that is H1N1 virus, which is commonly known as swine flu. Now we'll talk about stages of coronavirus spread. Coronavirus spreads in 4 different stages. Stage 1 is imported cases. Now the people who moved from China, mainly from Wuhan to the home country, are said to be imported if they have got the infection. Okay, then comes the stage 2, that is local transmission. So now some of the people who contacted with those people who came from the Wuhan city. Okay, so they might also get infected and the cases will rise. So this is known as local transmission. Okay, now comes the stage 3, that is community transmission. Now in community transmission, what happens? The patient who is tested for COVID-19 positive have no history of traveling to any affected area or having contact with any positive COVID patient. Okay, so if that person has got the infection, this means that community transmission has started. Okay, then comes the stage 4, that is epidemic, and this is the last and the worst stage where the disease takes the shape of an epidemic with no clear endpoint. As we do not have any cure to the COVID-19 disease till now, so prevention is better and we can prevent the spread of coronavirus by following some of the advices such as clean your hands often, use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub or sanitizer, maintain a safe distance from anyone who is coughing or sneezing, wear a mask when physical distancing is not possible, or you should wear a mask whenever you go out from your home. Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth whenever you are outside. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze, so that if you have got the infection of coronavirus, you do not spread it. Stay home if you do not feel well. If you have fever, cough and difficulty in breathing, do seek medical attention. So these steps if you follow, you can prevent coronavirus infection. So I'll be making more videos related to coronavirus, its vaccine, and cytokine storm, herd immunity. So please keep checking my channel, and subscribe to my channel Study R, and like and share if you like the video. Thank you.